This holiday season, a cloud of fear hanging over the Bay Area after consecutive nights of broken glass and stolen goods haunts some of the area's most posh shopping districts.
Get on the sidewalk!
The spree started Friday night in San Francisco's Union Square. A swarm of vandals and looters targeted high-end stores like Louis Vuitton, Fendi, and Hermes. Witnesses posted videos of bag-toting thieves fanning out from caved-in windows. Police flooded in, attempting to pick off perpetrators as they fled. One video shows officers bashing in a car, then making an arrest after dragging a man from the vehicle. In all, 9 stores were hit. Police say at least 8 people arrested so far, with several weapons and thousands of dollars in merchandise recovered.
This was not unplanned.
Investigating another series of smash and grab robberies along Michigan Avenue.
WGN's Dana Rebeck has the latest from the Mag Mile.
We've seen this happening a lot this month, but unlike the smash and grabs we saw last week, these recent break-ins happened overnight when stores were closed.
Definitely shopping for her, but just to get a coat.
Adonis Davis and his girlfriend stood in line outside the Canada Goose store on Michigan Avenue today. The store recently hit by thieves. Chicago police say between midnight and 6 a.m. Thursday, someone threw a cinder block through the front window and got away with merchandise.
That's pretty crazy. I actually didn't know. I didn't notice it, but it's really sad.
The rash of smash and grabs continued. Around 1:40 this morning, Chicago police responded to a burglar alarm at a Foot Locker shoe store in the 1200 block of North Milwaukee and found a shattered window. Someone stole shoes and clothing items from that store. Then about 20 minutes later, another burglar alarm sounded at the North Face store in the 1600 block of North Damon. In that incident, the front doors of the store had been pried open. After a walkthrough, police found the offenders got away with numerous coats. And the last break-in today happened at 2:40 a.m. at a cell phone store in the 2600 block of West Division. The front doors also forced open and thieves stealing multiple electronics.
Police searching for suspects after a smash and grab robbery on the Upper East Side. It happened at the Givenchy store on East 65th Street and Madison Avenue. According to a witness, 10 to 15 people broke into the store just before 5 a.m. Police say they got away with at least $80,000 worth of items, and a hammer used in the smash and grab was found at the scene. Investigators say the suspects took off in 2 waiting cars.
We need a president who's going to bring us together, not pull us apart. I'll put and plan a place to deal with this pandemic responsibly, bringing the country together around testing, tracing, masking. Leading doctors in America, including Trump's own CDC director and Dr. Fauci last week, said that if we just wore a mask between now and the end of the year, we'd save 100,000 lives. Folks, that's not a political statement. It's a patriotic duty, for God's sake. But still, Donald Trump refuses to listen to science. And we shouldn't be politicizing the race for a vaccine. We should be planning for its safe use and free and equitable distribution, providing PPE for national standards for schools, businesses to open safely. I laid out a plan back in May how to do that. Bringing together Republicans and Democrats to deliver economic relief that's already been passed by the Democratic House of Representatives for working families, for schools and businesses. I've said it before, I'm not going to shut down the economy. I'm not going to shut down the country. I'm going to shut down the virus.
President Biden once again blaming others for his catastrophic failure on COVID. If you want a test, you're going to have to wait. Long lines are the norm as panicked Americans all across the country scramble to find tests, and this could be why. Back in October, the Biden administration rejected a proposal for free rapid tests for the holidays. The president trying to reassure frustrated governors on a video call earlier, but he just wound up blaming them.
Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level. Seeing how tough it was for some folks to get a test this weekend shows that we have more work to do. When I took office we were 10 months into the pandemic, and even so, we had zero over-the-counter home tests in the United States. So we got to work. We quadrupled the number of pharmacies offering a free test, and there are now more than 20,000 places where you can get tested for free. For over-the-counter at-home tests, as I said, there were none when we took office, none. Now we have 8 on the market. It's clearly not enough. If we'd known, we would have gone harder, quicker if we could have. We still have tens of millions of unvaccinated people, and we're seeing hospitalizations rise.
And even Dr. Fauci thinks Biden fumbled the ball on testing.
You know, testing has always been an issue, Caitlin, that has been problematic. It has been compounded by the situation of the high demands. We had a conflation of high demands because of the concern about Omicron, which is a justifiable concern, but the high demand that was triggered by the holiday season. Not making any excuses for it, we should have had more tests available, but hopefully now as we get into the first couple of weeks in January, that'll get much better.
And Dr. Marty Makary is ripping into Biden's handling of the situation.
It's disappointing that we're just hearing this sort of political hot air because there's a lot of important things right now that the White House could be talking about that they're not talking about. For one, they need to announce a selective testing strategy. They cannot recommend universal testing with the limited supply that we're currently rationing.
And some big news from the CDC after shortening their quarantine guidance for those who test positive to 5 days. They're now saying the individuals who have received their booster shot do not need to quarantine at all following an exposure, but should wear a mask for 10 days. So, Tyrus, it seems like the government created quite the mess for themselves here.
You know, this is where and again, I'm not a rocket surgeon, but I do read a lot of books. We have been literally being told since this administration came into power that we are all DEFCON red, COVID, COVID, COVID. We can't go to work unless we have tested or we're vaccinated, all these things. So why would we not have stuff? Why would they refuse stuff when their entire pitch this entire administration is that COVID wasn't going anywhere and they were going to be prepared? And once again, fantasy world, the woke administration, they're not prepared. And so what really, and you hate to be the conspiracy guy, I never want to be that guy. So Omicron came on and they're telling you that you had to quarantine for at least 10 days. Lo and behold, you can't go back to work until you get a test saying that you don't have it anymore. So now people have to wait to get back to work. So what else? Lo and behold, the CDC comes out with, we'll cut it to 5. If you have your booster, we'll cut it to none. Wow. When are they ever just going to just be accountable and tell us the real? What is exactly going on? Instead, it's just more of the same. And Americans are confused, frustrated, and rightfully so.
now, all you sinners, put your lights on. Put your lights on. Hey now, all you lovers, put your lights on. Put your lights on. Hey now, all you killers, put your lights on. Put your lights on. Hey now, all you children, leave your lights on. You better leave your lights on, 'cause there's a monster living under my bed, whispering in my ear. There's an angel with a hand on my head. She says, got nothing to fear. There's a darkness living deep in my soul. I still got a purpose to serve, so let your light shine deep into my hole. God, don't let me lose my nerve. Don't let me lose my nerve. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Oh, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. All you sinners, put your lights on. Put your lights on. Hey now, all you children, leave your lights on. You better leave your lights on, 'cause there's a monster living under my bed, whispering in my ear. And there's an angel with her hand on my head. She says, I've got nothing to fear. She says, la, 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 hey now. We all shine like stars, and then we fade away.
Your papers, please. Mr. Nick Rivers. We have been awaiting the arrival of the famous American singer.
Komm her! Was haben Sie da?
Where are they taking him? They are not taking him anywhere.